Hey everyone, today I'm in Kingfisher, Oklahoma, and we're here to focus our attention on one man. There was an important man within Oklahoma. Let me show you who I'm talking about. So if you've been keeping up with the adventures and videos we've done on this channel, we did a previous one on this man, a U.S. Marshal named William D. Fawcett. But that is not who we are here to look at today. Just a short little walk over is this memorial. It is the largest monument for a person in the cemetery, and the last name is Seay, S-E-A-Y. Abraham Jefferson Seay is the full name. Now, Seay had a busy life. He was a lawyer, soldier, judge, and politician. He was born to Cam and Lucy Seay in Amherst County, Virginia on November 28, 1832. His family was descended from English settlers who came to North America during the landing of Jamestown, Virginia in 1642. At age 3, Abraham's father moved the family to Osage County, Missouri, where they experimented in farming and agriculture. At the age of 21, Seay began working on construction in the Missouri Pacific Railroad. With the money that he earned from the railroad, he decided to gain an education. In the spring of 1855, he enrolled at the Stillwater Academy. His time there was short when his father's death forced him to return home to assist his mother in caring for the farm and raising 10 other brothers and sisters. Despite having to do that, he alternated between working on the farm and teaching public school. During his brief time at Steeleville, Seay found an interest in law. He would spend hours reading law materials at regular intervals until August of 1860. He then moved to Cherryville, Missouri, where he entered a law office, and within months of the move, Seay, in April of 1861 at the age of 29, was admitted to the Missouri Bar Association. However, he did not have much time to enjoy that position. The same month he passed the bar exam, fighting began in the American Civil War. Seay immediately enlisted as a volunteer in the Union Army. He was a private in the 32nd Missouri Volunteer Infantry. His work within the unit earned him several promotions over time, and he was involved in numerous battles throughout the war. By the war's end, he left the Army at the rank of colonel of his regiment. Following the war, Seay was appointed by Governor William Hall as county attorney of Crawford County. He then advanced to circuit attorney before his retirement in 1870. After leaving government, he entered into private practice until 1875. During that year, Seay was elected as circuit judge of the 9th Missouri District, a position he would hold for 2 terms. He declined a 3rd term so he could resume his private practice. During his time in private practice, he entered into the banking world. Seay organized a bank in Union, Missouri, and he became the president until his death. He also became the president of First National Bank of Rolla, Missouri. In 1889, Oklahoma Territory was first being opened to settlers. President Benjamin Harrison appointed Seay to serve as an Associate Justice of the Territory's Supreme Court, representing the 3rd Judicial District. On February 1, 1892, President Harrison appointed Seay as Governor of Oklahoma Territory at Guthrie. He was the 3rd governor, but only the 2nd one appointed by President Harrison. He served in the office for only 16 months. He oversaw the opening of the Cheyenne-Arapaho Reserve on April 19, 1892. He also oversaw the creation of 6 new counties, selected county seats, and selected county officials. He promoted the territory's educational system by introducing a tax on liquor to help pay for schools. Seay's governorship came to an abrupt end when Grover Cleveland became president and then appointed William Renfrow as the governor on May 7, 1893. Seay made his home in Kingfisher and built his mansion there in 1892, where he lived with various other members of his extended family. In 1899, he organized the Central State Bank of Kingfisher, and in 1904, it was taken over by Kingfisher National Bank, but Seay remained in position as bank president. In the early 1900s, he suffered a fall which fractured his hip. The injury worsened as he aged, and he eventually was confined to a wheelchair. He was advised to move to a better climate, and in 1909 he purchased a home in Long Beach, California. He spent the rest of his life there until December 12, 1915, when he passed away. His remains were returned to Oklahoma for burial in Kingfisher. His grave is next to one of his sisters, Susan Isabel C. Collins. And she was born February 7th, 1847 in Osage County, Missouri, died May 19th, 1900 in Kingfisher, Oklahoma. Hers was a life of labor and duty. In the morning she said, "Lord, show me the way to do thy work." When the evening came, she smilingly answered the roll call, "I am ready." She died in faith that her reward would be everlasting life and happiness. You can see the last name, Collins, right there. Pretty interesting. Now this is a family plot area. It does have sort of a little bit different shape, as you can see here. Straight over there, kind of curves in right here. But you can see Nancy Jane Marsh, March 28th, 1857 to June 2nd, 1937. And then you have Ida Mae Marsh Dowler Thurman, March 1st, 1870 to September 18th, 1946. And then you have the Mrs. right here, and of course the governor right here. Pretty interesting to see this old cedar tree has kind of busted the border around there as it's gotten big and grown. One of the interesting things about him is some of the history of him can be seen here in Kingfisher. You can still visit his mansion, and it is quite a mansion to see indeed. So I hope you enjoyed this little adventure that we had today within the Kingfisher Cemetery. As always, I appreciate you all liking, subscribing, sharing the stories. It means a lot to me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.